Hello, and this is me, and it's March. And hopefully you can hear me. This is just a very impromptu, quick live before I get the heck out of Dodge and go back to doing some work on this wonderful early spring day, March 2024. It is 3 o'clock p.m. And the temperature is a very comfortable 49, 55. This that I'm holding is one of the mysteries of my collection. Although it does have a tag. It was tagged as Encyclia Marina 4N. Marina, if you don't watch my channel, is one of those rare plants that I seek out when I can't bloom separately the species that make up of the hybrid. But Marina, having witnessed it in real life at my IOS, Illinois Orchid Society, fall show, maybe 10 years back when grand champion of the entire show, Marina, which is Marii and Citrina. So you can only imagine. So I am very anxious to see what this is, and hopefully it will be a Marina. So far, the jury is still in session. Haven't come to a conclusion yet. But in order to get those sheaths to keep pushing forward, I am increasing the amount of water given to it. And as it is already beyond Valentine's Day, I have begun to fertilize with the grow season fertilizer, which is just General Hydroponics Grow. This is one that I should have pointed out a long time ago. Well, yesterday, in fact, I just got it a couple days ago. But I really, beyond the unboxing, I haven't really done many videos. So there really hasn't been much of a chance of this little precious gorilla to be shown off. But it is Rigidum, and it is a very extreme condition tolerant plant. Those tough pseudobulbs can handle the extremes, just short of freezing in winter with full on sun, and in the summer lots of water, as long as it gets full on good drainage. These are lithophytic on rocks or in crevices in between canyons, limestone cliffs, or most often it is epiphytic on the lower branches of monsoon with seasonally dry rainforests. And it's not wanting to focus. But I love Dockrilla. And these flowers on this one are unique to the genus, in my mind, in my observation. Look at that yellow and that pop of the red. Just that lip was made for those pollinators. So anyhow, that's rigidum, and this is linguiforme, which is very similar to rigidum, meaning they're from the same class of Dockerillas or section, and also their pseudobulbs are similar, and I am almost completely 100% sure that they are both commonly known as some form of tongue. This is tongue, like maybe sharp tongue, or this may actually be tough tongue or sharp tongue, hence rigida. Linguiforme is lingue is tongue. But these are fairly minimal in impact as far as the flowers are concerned. They're cream color with some minor markings or striations inside the lip or inside even the petal. And that is Hamlin's Magic. Still amazingly and very similar to the Nun's Fayus in just how it's the form. Let's go back this way and make sure I don't miss this amazing Cattleya while it is open. And that's not the tag. But you know what plant that is. It's Bowie something. But it is very, very nice, and I love how the flower, before they get old or more mature, let's see how it's very flat. No fragrance though. Let's check this out. This is Wistrepia. Well, it says Chlorothallis muscifera, but I believe it could be Wistrepia muscifera. And it has a sequentially producing inflorescence. It comes out from the back, as I have said before. There's one that's just about to open up, and here's that little one that came with the plant. And it's not focusing, of course, because I'm holding it in my hand. It's doing the jiggly. But trust me, it's a cute little insect-looking flower with the antenna kind of extending to the top. But they are not antenna. And I'm not showing it off. So I'm just going to put it back and move on. These are my angricoids. Still looking good. This Barcaria here has that. But will it open? I don't know. This angricoid is open, and this was the orchid of the day a couple days ago. And look, it's so blurry. And the flower that I was gonna focus on just popped off. So now it's just left with a bud. But this is Arangus hyaloides, or Pumilio, and it's not gonna focus for me. Little tiny miniature beauty. And look at Solange speciosa, also sequentially producing inflorescence. Has a fragrance. And let's see if there's anything else that I can point out to you. Maybe that you haven't. This is an agricort that I really haven't pointed out in a while, and this is my Arangus Elysii, which is otherwise known as Certopodium, and I know there's a tag in there somewhere, but it is the typical bird in flight Arangus, like Kochkiana. There is a inflorescence that has been on that plant for, 2 years? At least. This is Norman Bian's, Dendrobium Norman Bian's, which is a Latoria. Very floriferous and known for those stripes on the fronts and the back that kind of are indicative or symbolic of Laturias. Hairy stripes, warts. There's my Angraecum leonis. Still doing okay. Got that new spike. And I have bulbos down here. In addition to some Angricoids, which this is Veichi. My new Veichi. Making sure that doesn't get too much sun. And then here is Beermans times Eburnum variety Germine. Really nice seedling. Got a couple of areas here. This is Hyacinthoids, and this is splicata. And I have another around here somewhere. Where? I know it's in the vicinity here. You know why I know? Because I've spilled it out of the pot a couple times. And I bet it's right in front of my face. But all I see right now are bulbos. So, I'm not gonna lollygag around looking for it. Back here is Eranthes ramosa here. And then this is Jumelia arborescens, which, fingers crossed that those little kikis or babies at the base will come through for daddy. So, more bulbos here. This is my Dendrobium crumatatum, or cruminatum, which it is. There's my Acreopsis javanica, and here's my big Epidendrum Parkinsonianum, which there is still hope that it can bloom. It's got lots of new growths coming on it, and I'm not giving up on it. I'm happy with the growth, so, and I'm not going to try to squeeze back through there. Lots of encyclias in the windowsill. This is my big, brand new Bulbo kinolabium, and there is the first sign of what I will just say is a new growth. And it's right there at the base. See it? Right there? And I don't know if there's any others around the plant, but I'm happy to see that one that has been produced in my care since I got it. And I'm glad to see that this new growth is still intact. Yay! All right. This is something I want to show you. This is in Cyclia inaguensis, which is, we call it the dry orchid, which means don't give it anything, but you better not give it water. That's what you better not do. And I don't know if you can see, but it's going to give me a new growth, or it is. And it's got roots. There's a new growth. Woohoo! There's my Cordillera right through there. Here's my Hamburii. Here's my Dendrobium senile. And I had shown you those new growths last month. There's one, there's two, and there's three. There's flower, senile. Lovely. Nice to see it's growing. And it still has that hairy, enclosed, or imbricated pseudobulb. Alright, and these are a couple of, this is a Sartorchis, and this is a Trichoglatus pusilla. It looks like it is making a comeback. It's coming back from its unwanted dry wet rest. So it's getting more plump. This is another Dockrilla here, which is Lecanastrum, and it's upside down. There we go. Lecanastrum. Papua New Guinea, and this just finished blooming, and it's got those lighter toned newer growths pushing out. Okay, let me grab this. All right, so putting that back up. Okay, and let's walk down here for 1 second carefully. This is a Chisis, and I believe it's Aria. And I am doing the Ave Maria in hopes that it is still alive. Actually, I think it's Bractessens. It should be putting up some new growth from the base. It likes a drier winter rest. What did I come back here for? Oh, this is my Dockrilla. Another one that I probably have killed. And you saw this. These are, you see it just popped off in my hand. This was Dockrilla teretifolia. It was about to bloom before it was in the carriage house at the other place. Now, I am really hoping, praying, because you all know I will never, ever get another Dockrilla. If I live to be 200, that'll be this big. And you all know I ain't fibbing, because I don't know. I'll just have to see what happens. Hopefully it'll start pushing out something, but the way it looks now, I highly doubt it. But that's Dockrilla teretifolia, if I haven't said it. There's my, or this is still my parking sunny and them. This right here is my dendrobium. I believe it's Devonianum, which it has bloomed for me before. Blooms off of deciduous leafless growths. So, and this is a Prosthecia in a pleba, something like that. And here is my Trichocentrum tigrina. Now, that looks like a freaking dead tigrina. So that's gonna have to either come back quick or I'm gonna have to get another one. Meaning it's gonna have to come back to my. Okay, I think I am back. Maybe. Shoot. Okay, I am back. So that is my epidendrum. No, Encyclia lockmanar. Lock. No. It is not lock. It is Dendrobium torridonian sandstone. It says it's Hamburii times Encyclia standard setter. Got that at Santa Barbara Orchid Estate. All right. I think that's. I'm worn out. So let's go. Oh, here's my Cattleya luteola. Right there. Luteola. And that's then Soniaea deciduous. All right. Going back this way. Times the speciosa. Times the Coryhopia, which has these couple growths maturing. Down here, past this little dainty Phalaenopsis. I just want to check on this Dendrobium anceps, which looks like those buds are still buds and they're not opened yet. And just kind of checking other things. And everything looks like it did the last time I was in here. It's another Docrilla. That's my Schoenina, that it needs to come off of that, because believe it or not, the only parts of this plant that are alive are the extremities way down here. See these green parts? So, and this is green up here. So I need to chop this up and remount that, but I'll get to it. Here's my BC North Miami. These are new buds that have just opened, and pretty soon, in a day or so, they will be that color. And the fragrance is it's not out yet. And I'm not seeing anything else. This is my Maxillaria picta that's got those new growths coming out. And I think these inflorescence on my Den spectabile are kabush. Maybe I can save one of them, but look at those. The buds coming out look like they're brown. So that kind of sucks, but at least the plant is alive. And this is my Linford White Beauty and Gracum Linford White Beauty. And that's about it, really. Some bobos hanging up high, and these are those Allen Black Cattleya or Brassavola little 6-pack seedlings that I got from him. And yeah, that's it, really. Don't see anything on these bobos. Growths. And this bobo just lost all of its leaves. This is Paulinse. This is like a little division that I got, and the leaves are on the ground there. So I'm hoping that it recovers. And down here is that little Jamelita here. And I really don't show this. This is Angricum pyratii, right? But actually, yeah, Angricum pyratii, which is not Arangus pyratii. Yeah, that's a cool grower. So I've got it down there. And there's another Arangus over there. But anyway, folks, I am gonna shut this off. That's about all really that there is to show. Really hoping some of these Brassavolas would be pushing forth spikes. Specifically my cucullatas, my George Tyler. I have 2 cucullatas, a cucullata there. And then here is a cucullata. And here's one. But anyhow, that's all that's going on for this day in March. The 10th, March Madness. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you those buds on Den Anceps, but someday. This is my Epidendrum stanfordianum, a bucket list plant. And we are back to the Dockrilla here, Rigidum. So, I am happy and pleased that you all chose to tune in. Look at that little, I don't know if you can see it, but the bottom of that, maybe it was the tag that I'm seeing, but it almost looked like that bottom part of that lip was a little frilly. But I digress. Thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And make sure you do your research always before you buy orchids. Orchids are rare and endangered in this wild and in cultivation, trust me. Anyway, enjoy your orchids. Bye.